From Nashville, Tennessee and the Nashville Broadcasting Network, it's the You Gotta Love It Show with your host, Keith Bradford. You never know who's going to show up and what's going to happen, but one thing is for certain, you gotta love it. Here's your host, Keith Bradford.
You gotta love it. Hello everyone, and welcome into this week's episode of You Gotta Love It. We start out with a clip that was taken center stage in Sulphur, Indiana at the Hoosier Junction Opry. It's yours truly on stage singing I Picked a Rose for Mama as we try to raise money for the Norton Children's Hospital benefit, the third annual. And right now, let's go ahead and watch that clip, and when I come back, I'll tell you more about it.
I picked a rose for Mama on a very special day. I remember all so clearly why she looked at me that way. She knew by the rose I gave her what I was trying to say. The love in her face was shining when I gave her the rose that day. It was then that she bent down to tell me tender words I remember to this day. I love you, my son, for thinking of me this very special way. I picked a rose for Mama. This story must be told, 'cause when I picked a rose for Mama, my heart was full of gold. That she bent down to tell me tender words I remember to this day. I love you, my son, for thinking of me this very special way. I picked a rose for Mama. This story must be told, 'cause when I picked a rose for Mama, I was only 5 years old.
Like I said, that was a special event. Trying to raise money for the Norton Children's Hospital. If you have a child that's sick and you bring them to that hospital, there is never a bill sent to you. They're kind of like St. Jude, but they're also a little bit different in some of the ways that they do things. And they certainly do a lot of good for lots of children worldwide. Located in Louisville, Kentucky, the Norton Children's Hospital. And we'll be right back after these good words.
Do you know what smoking and cigarettes do to the inside of your body?
It hurts your body. Smoke and cigarettes can hurt your lungs.
It hurts your throat.
It hurts lots of other parts too.
It makes you more likely to get heart disease and lung disease.
It increases your risk for a heart attack or stroke.
And on the outside, it My baby just stinks.
Your clothes smell,
Your breath is gross.
and your teeth get yellow.
Hello, do you hear what we're saying?
Do you hear what we're saying?
Do you hear what we're saying?
Smoking isn't cool. It's not cool at all.
And it can kill you. Hey, you won't start smoking for yourself. Just do it for me. And me. And me. And me. And me.
And us.
Up next on today's show, we're going to show Father of the Bride, written by Pappy Jack Stracker and Tim Fogarty. This is the late and great Charlotte Bradford on the vocals, and you'll see some pictures of her that I took out of our scrapbook. We hope that you enjoy this performance.
You were there when I was born. You're still here now that I'm grown. Though I've turned into a woman, I'm still Daddy's little girl. Walking down the aisle, dressed up in a pretty white gown. With a smile and all your love, you will walk me down the aisle. Walk me down the aisle. You will walk me down the aisle. Side by side and hand in hand, you will walk me down the aisle. Down the aisle, you will walk me down the aisle. Side by side and hand in hand, you will walk me down the aisle. Down the aisle, you will walk me down the aisle. Side by side and hand in hand, you will walk me down the aisle. You will walk me down the aisle. You will walk me down the aisle.
And that was Father of the Bride, Charlotte Bradford. Great job. We sure do miss Charlotte around here. She passed away way too soon. The 3B songwriting team, which consisted of Barbara Blevins, her brother Clyde R. Berkla, and myself, Keith Bradford, well, we wrote a lot of songs, and many of those songs have a video that goes with it. And thus is the case with this next song. It's called Willie Nelson Has Done It All. So let's go ahead right now and watch the clip, and I'll come back and tell you a little bit more about it right after this.
He's America's road king of country music. You bet your boots Willie is not a loser. He was the king of Blueberry Hill when the IRS sent him the final bill. He started writing and playing young, the talented blues picker and singer. He is the writer of many hit songs. Don't turn out the lights, he's not gone. Down the road by the busload, pickers, singers, and some mama's cowboys, raising money for farmers without rest. Willie has done it all with the best. Blue eyes crying and bullets flying, Willie's songs have touched us all. The movie scenes and faded dreams of pretty girls and noisy dance halls. Down the road by the busload, pickers, singers, and some mama's cowboys, raising money for farmers without rest. Willie has done it all with the best. Don't turn out the lights for Willie Nelson. He'll be on the road again with friends, giving tax concerts for our Uncle Sam. He's the top redneck in the land. Down the road by the busload, pickers, singers, and some mama's cowboys, raising money for farmers without rest. Willie has done it all with the best. Willie has done it all for charity. Now Willie should receive a little parody.
And that was Willie Nelson Has Done It All. And how about some of that fancy guitar playing in there? And didn't Dan Schaefer do a fantastic job all the way around? Okay, we'll be right back after these good words.
There's something I need to tell you. This relationship isn't working. It isn't good for me. I'm breaking up with you.
It's not me, it's you. I became dependent on you. And you were always there for me, even when I was at my worst.
But I didn't realize the damage you were doing.
You created a toxic environment. Not just for me, but others too. You were suffocating me.
We're just no longer compatible. Also, there's one more thing. I met someone else.
I'm respected in public. I'm making friends. I feel like I can breathe again.
That's how I deserve to be treated.
我们书店结束了。
तुम फिर से कभी नहीं मुझे दुख दोगे।
Ni siquiera te necesito.
Parce que j'ai une autre option.
And it's a healthy relationship.
We're going to close out the show this week with Wedding Dress Size 8. Isn't that a great title, written by Barbara Blevins, and she'll be performing it also. I hope you enjoyed this week's show. If you got any comments, put them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week for episode number 3.
Placed an ad that read, "For sale, wedding dress size 8. Run only one time, and that was by mistake. The man I married was a fraud, and when we split, he bawled and squalled like a kid who's lost his very favorite toy. Yes, he promised to be true, but to who, for sale, wedding dress size 8. Yes, he was unfaithful to me. He said his love was true. That was before someone else caught his eye. And then it was bye-bye until he needed me by his side. Now, that was a big mistake. You dirty, rotten, yeller dog. For sale, wedding dress size 8. The dress is sold. S-O-L-D, sold. Yes, he promised to be true, but to who, for sale, wedding dress size 8. As I get dressed for our court date, is this one time he won't be late? The judge won't be as easy as I have been, and those broken promises he cannot mend. I remember our wedding date and how it was worn only one time, and that was by mistake. Yes, I think of my wedding dress